Hello Aries, welcome back to Love from a Leo. Today is your March full month reading. Here is your card, accompanied by the other card that I got for what your March is going to be representing. And we got Jupiter. So this is really awesome. Obviously, when we have Jupiter into play, it's lots of luck, abundance, and spirituality, maybe some new adventures, just all of the above. Wonderful things, okay? This is also about expansion, okay? So depending on how things are going for you, depending on what you're trying to do in your life, this could be a really amazing month for you, okay, Aries? So I'm going to go ahead and start. Just so you know, the timestamps will be below for the dates provided for this whole March, okay? So make sure you go to the comments down below and check that out if you are interested, or you can just watch all the way through, okay? Alrighty, so in the beginning of March, we are starting off with the Queen of Cups here. So this could be a water sign in your life, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. This is also having a lot of emotional intelligence and being very clear and aware of what's going on when it comes to your emotional life. This could mean that you're being more empathetic, or you're understanding how to balance out different parts of your life that deal with emotions. And so this is a very good thing. You know, there's nothing bad about that. I actually feel like there may be someone that you are connecting with. It could be yourself if you have water in your chart somewhere, but I feel like you're connecting with that watery side of yourself. I mean, we are in Pisces season. It will be moving to Aries season soon. So maybe it's just a combination of both of those coming together for you, right? At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Five of Swords here. So I think something could have been let go of, but I think this is more of a communication thing that has happened between you and a water sign possibly, or just anyone. But what I'm saying is there's a sense of this communication that's been going on probably since February. And I think it's carried on into your March. And I think you had to have a heart-to-heart conversation with either yourself, another person, but there's like a connection that has sparked from that. Emotionally, you are more mature because you've had this talk, okay? So I actually really like to see this. And with the Seven of Cups in reverse, you are definitely like more aware, like you're very clear on what you want. Like you have, or you had possibilities and different pathways that you can go, but I think right now you're at the point where you're like, I know what I want right now. I'm putting my foot down. And emotionally, I know what I want to do, where I want to go. And I think that's a really good, position for you to be in at this moment, okay? Moving on, we have the Two of Pentacles here. So you are now at a point where you're prioritizing, maybe juggling a few things in your life. Let's go ahead and see what parts of your life you are juggling. Whoa. Okay, so we have the Knave of Wands in reverse here. This could be you as an Aries. So maybe juggling your inner life from your outside life, like your social life, and then like you as a person, kind of prioritizing what's important or it matters to you as an Aries. Also, since it is in reverse, I do think that you are prioritizing someone who is kind of like a younger person around you. Maybe you could be in a relationship with this person, and it doesn't mean that they're like super young, but I'm saying like they're younger mentally in some type of way. Like they're kind of a rookie in some aspects. They're the student in this situation, and I feel like you are balancing things that involve this person, okay? Could also be you trying to learn how to be a better you as an Aries, right? With the Nine of Swords in reverse, if you have been trying to figure out which way to go with this person, I think it's time for you to go ahead and stop torturing yourself with all of these different thoughts that you may be having. Basically saying that you are in a position where things are going to be okay. Things are fine. The worst enemy is your mind right now. So it looks like everything's going really good with this person, whether it's you or another person. There's a lot of growth that I am feeling. We have the Ace of Wands here in reverse. So there could be a moment of pausing, maybe a stop in some type of process. What is this about? What process are we slowing down in? What are we slowing down in the beginning of March? Okay. So King of Cups in reverse. So again, it could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. and then 7 of Swords in reverse. So if there was an emotional part of your life or relationship in your life that was kind of getting wild, I think at this point you and the other person you guys have found a way to branch out, or you need to find a way to branch out and think about new ways to deal with the situation. Also, one or both of you need to come clean about whatever it is that you're hiding. And so this could have already transpired between the two of you, and maybe that's why things have slowed down for some of you. Like once you figured out what needed to be said, maybe, you know, you guys were like, okay, we need to call it quits, or maybe you were like, we need to slow down on our future plans and work on the present right now. So not bad. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and see who is this dealing with. Who is Aries dealing with in the beginning of March? Okay, so we have 6 of Cups in reverse. When we have the 6 of Cups in reverse, you could be dealing with anyone. It's not necessarily picking a person, but what I am seeing, it may be a Scorpio. For some reason, I'm feeling Scorpios. It's like someone is being strong in the situation, but I feel like, yeah, that might help a little bit, but at the same time, at this moment, for you or for the other person, someone needs to be in touch with their feelings. Someone is maybe skimming around that part of themselves, like not wanting to get too deep, not wanting to get too emotional. And at this point, that's what's needed. So it's almost like if you're a person who doesn't like to do that, it's time to. If this is a Scorpio or something, they may feel very emotional, but sometimes they don't express how they feel. This could also be if you have like Scorpio in your chart in a certain place. It's like you need to tap into that depth so that you can save or salvage this connection that I'm seeing. You guys are working very hard towards something. It's like you're putting a lot of work in, but the thing that's missing is you being in touch with your feelings. So make sure you are paying attention to that part of yourself as well, okay? Okay, so in the middle of March, we're starting off with the journey. This is also your card, Aries, okay? So you're showing up here. You're finding new ways to look at things. I think you're finding new pathways to walk upon. Again, with having Jupiter here, you could definitely be in a situation where you're exploring, expanding in different types of ways that are relative to who you are as a person. We do have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe at work, some things are a little off. Or maybe you're just annoyed at work, or a co-worker is kind of getting on your nerves. Nothing too serious. For some of you, you may want to walk away from the situation or let go of the situation. But for others, I think it's okay. I think it's just a situation where you're really annoyed with work. But if you are one of those Aries who's ready to move on, we do have the 8 of Cups here at the bottom, and it's saying this is the card of walking away or maybe going back to something else. So maybe you want to go back to an old job that you used to have, or you want to walk away to go to something different, okay? If there is a chance for some luck in the picture, now would be the time, okay, with this Jupiter energy that you are having in your March. There is victory behind that if you choose to do so. 6 of Wands. So yeah, that's actually really cool. So maybe this new journey that you're embarking on is a new job, is a new position, or a new, just a new field altogether. I do feel like it's something new for you, and I think you'll actually enjoy, you know, walking out on faith, okay? Now we move to the 8 of Pentacles here. So working hard, again, once you start to move on, I think you're gonna, like, if you do stay in this position or if you go to something else, I think whatever renewal you feel from it, you're going to be putting a lot of work in, and you're going to see the benefits from that with the 10 of Cups here. So it looks like everything's going to be restored. Like balance is going to be working in your favor. And not just in work, it'll be in family life, your home life, domestic life, social life. Things are going to really be flourishing at this point in the middle of March. So this is really awesome. You may have to take a little risk, just a little bit, so that you can get to this comfortable state here with the 9 of Cups, okay? So don't be afraid. If you are feeling that itch to do something different, now would be the time in the middle of March, okay? Yes, with Temperance here, this is very, very good, okay? So this is like change that you've been wanting. So it's like not unwanted change, not unexpected change. It's just change that you have been wanting, and now is the time where things are actually falling into place for it to happen, okay? We move to the 2 of Cups. So awesome. This is, love, harmony, peace within your love life. So let's go ahead and see who this is with. Okay, so Nine of Swords. So you're experiencing this with whoever you think about constantly. You're experiencing this love with whoever has been on your mind, who you think about, who you always are trying to figure out what's the next best thing for you guys as a pair, as a couple. That person that's always on your mind, no matter if you're trying to think about them or not, that's who you're going to be experiencing this with. And so that's really amazing. I actually really like to see that. Yeah, and it's like you guys are in this transformative state at the moment. Again, the Scorpio card is coming up, so it could be a Scorpio. But if not, it's just saying that you are having a very transformative moment with this person. So that's really awesome, okay? Let's go to the end of your March. Nine of Wands. So you are preparing for something. You may be a little nervous to actually take action. Why? We have King of Wands in reverse, so this could be you, Aries, or just any other fire sign, but I feel like you're a little afraid of moving forward because you may feel like you aren't ready. Like you may not be ready to take on the tasks that are needed to be handled and tackled in order for you to get what you have to in order to take on the responsibility that you have to take on. We do have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse here, so you could just be feeling like you don't have the financial funds in order to sustain yourself in a situation. And so that's pretty interesting. What are we afraid to do? We have the World card in reverse, so you could be afraid to move on from something, or not move on, but complete something. There's something that you're like not ready to do yet. And I'm wondering if it's because you're afraid that because it's new, it won't be able to be done. Yeah, and it's like you're not optimistic about the way things will turn out. And we have, like, you know, a heartbreak, a disappointment. So maybe you tried this before and it didn't work out in your favor. When we move on, we do have the Star card in reverse. So it's like eventually you'll get to a point where you feel like, okay, I found the new hope, but it's like you have to do it on your own time. Like nobody's going to be able to tell you about this. Nobody's going to be able to spark this feeling for you. It's like you find this motivation within yourself. And I think you have to kind of like unearth all of this built up kind of like energy, like I can't do this, I'm not ready to do this, in order to get to that point where you're like, but wait, I can do this. Like I'm Aries, I can do this. If I put my mind to it, if I really want to, I can do anything. So it's like you get to this point, but only after you kind of get into this, like, I don't know if I can handle it. It's like you get nervous first. It's like first time jitters or something. And then you're like, okay, I got this. Like you aren't like announcing this to everyone. It's like you're doing this because you chose to. And I feel like that's very Aries like, you know, it's like you're doing it because you feel like you want to do it. Like no one has to care. No one has to, like, you don't care if anyone asks you why you're making these changes. You just know that whenever everyone sees the changes in the final product, you're going to be like, well, yeah, this is what I've been working on the whole time. And so I feel like it's really cool. Like, this is a really, really good moment for you. And I think once you achieve whatever you're trying to achieve, it's going to be really beautiful. So let's see. What will Aries accomplish? Five of Pentacles in reverse. So this usually is a card that's kind of like, I don't want to see it. But in this situation, the question I ask is, what will you be achieving? So you'll be achieving a surplus of financial, you know, stability. You'll be achieving like you help yourself out. And it's like you're pulling yourself out of a sticky situation, if that makes sense. Like you're being your own savior. Yeah. Aries at the bottom of the deck. Awesome. Emperor card. You're taking charge. You have that can-do attitude and you're doing it. You're like, you're being your savior. You have the Lovers card here. So this is like that give and take that you put in. It may be in love that you're doing all of this. You may have to be your own savior, or you are being like, okay, I'm the answer to how to fix this situation. Or if it's about work, I'm the answer on how to make this a harmonious experience for myself. And I think this is it's going to be a good time for you because it's going to be like self-realization. You know what I mean? And so that's going to be like looking in a mirror almost. Moving on to the Queen of Wands in reverse. So this could be you again, or just another fire sign. This is someone who's being a bit of a drama queen. Why is the Queen of Wands coming up? Well, Ten of Swords in reverse. Something or someone should have been let go of a while back is what I'm feeling. Or something that this person may have tried to walk away, but now it's like they're focusing on the positive things. So this is you. It's like you were in this position where you tried to walk away from something, but it's like no matter what you do, it's like you can't get away from this. But now it's like it's positive because you're thinking on a level of like there is positive things coming. Like I'm not stuck. And yeah, and that's what this justified balance feeling is. It could be a Libra also that's in the situation. Let's see. Who is in this? Yeah, Scorpio coming up again. If you don't have like a Scorpio in your life, you should really look up where Scorpio is housed in within your chart, because that may be what is so pivotal to what's going on here. Because it's like, it's crazy. It's like Scorpio is all over this. This is like big transformation as well. The blessings that she'll be receiving. So the blessing that she may be receiving, we have the Eight of Cups here. So this is like you maybe having a new journey with someone in love, but it's like also a physical journey. So you guys may be like physically putting in a lot of effort or physically traveling or doing something where it involves you guys emotionally and physically, but it's like you gain so much more of yourself. You gain like a new level of maturity. There's like this inner blessing that you'll probably be the only one to really understand, but it's about the bigger picture. It's like you're expanding not in details, you're expanding like a whole huge scope of you and this person, or you and the phase that you are in your life, or just you. You're like you're transforming. And I think you'll see that if you are more focused on the joys of your life and not the things that aren't going right, but still trying to fix the things that are not working right, like trying to fuel it with positivity and abundance and prosperity, things of that nature, I think you'll see that things are going to start to transform for you, almost just like clockwork. And keep in mind with Jupiter, you have a lot of luck on your side. And I feel like this is just going to be a really awesome like month for you. Almost like where things just happen magically. But at the same time, it's like, you know it's for you. You know that it's your luck. You know what I'm saying? Aries, if you need any extra help with figuring out what's going on, you can email me for a personal reading at lovefromaleo@gmail.com. You can also leave down in the comments below what you're going through, what you would like to see me upload in the future, and I would definitely get to that for you. And yeah, I think this is a really good month for you, Aries. I wish you all the luck in the world, and I hope that everything goes well. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe for future content, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.